किताबों के कागजों में कागजों की कहानियां हैं, इन कहानियों के शब्दों में आरज़ू की बेगानियां है।
Hi guys, my name is Ippy. Well, Ippy is short for Ipshita, लेकिन everyone calls me Ippy. आजकल मेरा एक और नाम है Ippy the Hippie, क्योंकि मैं रेडियो जॉकी हूँ on Phanisha Radio 104.9 FM. But other than that, I'm a full-time musician. I teach, I perform, I compose, and I write lots of music. And basically, my entire life has been about music for the last 30 years or something like that. So that's what I do.
अभी हम लोग बात करेंगे, लाइफ को अनपैक करेंगे लिटिल बिट कि कैसे शुरू हुआ, कैसे एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. बट वन स्टोरी आई वांट टू शेयर विद ऑल ऑफ यू इज हाउ आई met AP. We were in a long drive coming from Austin to Dallas, and it was a weekday. I think it was a Monday, and we were, Phonisha Radio चल रहा था, and we were listening, and I really enjoyed listening to you. Me and my wife and kids. And then my wife said, yeah, I know her. I listen to her all the time, etc. So then I researched her and I found out about her story. And I thought, okay, this is a great guest for any diaries, roots to routes. So I want to unpack, like I said, go back anywhere. I want to start with your beginnings. Where did you grew up? Where were you born, etc.?
So I was born and brought up in Delhi, and I lived there for like a really long time, till the age of 30 basically. I was born in the Air India colony because, like I said, my father used to work for Air India. And uske baad, we applied for one of those DDA flats in Vasant Kunj, and then, we got lucky aur hamara lottery nikal gaya, like that. So then we moved to Vasant Kunj, which eventually landed up becoming a really fancy area. Now it is super posh, but back then it was all jungle. So I remember my mom telling me the story when, she first came to the house. She was like, she told my dad, she's like, ये कहाँ ले आए हो जंगल में? यहाँ पे लोगों को मर्डर करके चले आते हैं. I don't want to. मर्डर करके फेंक देते हैं. मुझे नहीं रहना यहाँ पे. लेकिन आज की डेट पे वसंत कुंज is like a completely different area. You have all these like super fancy stores like Prada, this, that, blah, blah, and supposed to be one of the poshest areas. So anyways, life happens.
And when I came to know that you're a Bengali from Delhi, I assumed that it is CR Park only. And CR Park ka ek story hai, which AP told me, which I didn't know about.
Yeah. So CR Park was actually a colony that was given to, not colony, but it became a neighborhood. And the plots were allotted to displaced communities after the 71 war. The Bengalis who live there, they are basically like Kushtani at this point, been living there since the 70s. And they got very discounted rates for the land and everything by the government. And,
One of the most poshest area of Delhi was given the government to the refugees.
Exactly.
So,
and now it's valued at like even a small apartment or a flat there, just one floor, like 2-bedroom is valued at like 3 crores, 4 crores, like that. It's crazy. It's wild. My block is called Sector B Pocket 1. और उसके अंदर ना एक पोस्टर लगा हुआ है, जैसे आप कॉलोनी के अंदर घुसते हो वहां पे लिखा हुआ है B1 in B1. So in B1. अच्छा कहाँ रहते हो? B1. अच्छा B1 in B1. Nah, that's where we live.
So you are alone in your house or do you have siblings?
So I have one older sister. मेरे से वो 6.5 साल बड़ी है. She's almost like a second mother to me at this.
तो मतलब वो fights होती नहीं होंगी. She must be directing you. ये करो ये करो.
Fight होती थी. It was like hair pulling and all. Yeah. We've all gone through
A lot of difference between hair pulling and all that.
Yeah. And then we have a nickname for each other. She calls me Morts. I call her Morts. Morts is short for Moti. Just we would call each other like that. So she'll call me the same thing and I'll call her the same thing. So like
Air India में 2 साल. Air India colony में.
and we moved when I was like 2 years old.
उसके बाद
ज़्यादा memories नहीं है उसकी.
उसके बाद वसंत कुंज में
Throughout.
अभी भी पापा मम्मी वहीं पे रहते हैं?
अभी भी वहीं पे रहते हैं.
Oh, very nice. So that's like your
It's my home.
Every corner of that home is my.
I know everything in Vasant Kunj. Every nook and corner I have seen transform from like Tabela to like this colony, from a slum becoming a mall. Like
Or a mall.
it's like वो गांव हुआ करता था, अब वो गांव नहीं है, अब वहाँ पे बड़े बड़े कोठियां बन गई हैं, तो वो सारा देखा है मैंने, फ्रॉम गांव टू कोठी ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. विलेजेस होते थे वहाँ पे, उनकी गाय भैंस वहीं पे चार.
Tamila.
That's why, like literally the Vela, not in a metaphorical way or anything. Now it's like so fancy. It's very close to the airport. कभी कोई बोलता है कि अच्छा कार है तो अच्छा बस है.
Oh my God.
Oh my
South Delhi, of course.
Delhi girl.
Not even South X.
No, South Delhi, like premium South Delhi. Like,
So
so funny.
आपने आपने और अपनी आपकी बहन ने 12th तक कहाँ किया? Where, which school?
So I went to of course, the ultra famous Delhi Public School, you know. And my sister, she went into a convent school called Mount Carmel.
So Delhi Public School में होता किया 12th. और ये जो रॉकस्टार टेंडेंसीज थी तब से थी कि बाद में आई?
हाँ, तब से थी. So growing up, बंगाली फैमिली है, गाना वाना सीखना होता है. It's like give it. हाँ, वो तो मतलब आप you can't escape that basically. क्योंकि 5 साल की उम्र में पेरेंट्स स्टेज पे खड़ा करा दिया पेरेंट्स ने, ये तो चलो गाना गाओ. मतलब आज से
खड़े होते थे.
हाँ, like at the age of 5, and then I remember just standing there, not doing anything, just you know looking for my mother कि मम्मी ढपली लेके वो भी you know, क्योंकि वो हमारा कल्चर होता है कि you know स्टेज पे वो हम लोग का दुर्गा पूजा होगा है ना वो सब, तो दुर्गा पूजा के शाम में they would have local performances and everything. So I would watch my mother also sing. My mother also, they have a singing group वहाँ पे. My dad does in Bengali you call it abrisi, which is like recitation. तो टैगोर वगैरह की जो पोएम्स होती है बड़ी बड़ी, उसको पूरा ड्रामेटिक रीडिंग करना. तो माय डैड इज वेरी गुड एट दैट एंड माय मॉम इज अ वेरी गुड सिंगर, तो शी हैज अ सिंगिंग ग्रुप. तो मैंने बचपन से आई सॉ माय पेरेंट्स ऑन स्टेज एंड यू नो परफॉर्मिंग अ लॉट. तो देन आई आल्सो वेंट टू बी
Let's say yeah, drama.
हाँ गान ड्रामा संगीत ब्लड से. तो बेसिकली व्हेन आई वाज लर्निंग, क्योंकि इंडियन क्लासेस तो सीख रहे थे, फिर धीरे धीरे आई वांटेड टू ट्राई वेस्टर्न एज वेल. एंड देन स्कूल में दे वुड हैव वी हैड लाइक 2 म्यूजिक सोसाइटीज लाइक दैट. तो एक वेस्टर्न म्यूजिक सोसाइटी होता था, एक इंडियन म्यूजिक सोसाइटी होता था. क्योंकि मैं इंडियन ऑलरेडी करी थी, आई वांटेड माय हैंड्स ऑन द वेस्टर्न थिंग बिकॉज इट वाज दिल्ली में ना वो कल्चर है ना, एवरीथिंग वेस्ट इज सो हिप एंड सो कूल. सो दैट्स व्हाई पूरे इंडिया में ही है वो. बचपन में होता है तब रियलाइज नहीं होता है, बट वंस यू ग्रो अप then you realize like it's like colonization, you know.
The roots, yeah, but you go back to your you did classical way more right?
Exactly. Now I cherish it. Like I practice it actually every day. उस टाइम पे लगा कि नहीं, I want to be cool, I want to be western and this and that. So my school had this like school band, and it was basically like a rock band. You know, there was a drummer, guitar player, keys, bass guitar. We were the singers. There was
time पे.
school के time पे. It was a part of the school.
अच्छा, okay. School was encouraging it. So like they get you time to practice and all.
Yeah. So we would stay back after school. और जैसे 2:30 बजे स्कूल खत्म होता था तो हम लोग स्कूल में रहते थे 4 बजे तक. We would practice with our band after school. You know, it was like thrice a week or something like that. And then it was like DPS ka band. It's like DPS Vasant Kunj ka band. And then we would take that band basically to inter-school competitions, which was very active in Delhi. Matlab, so much that Times of India sponsored it. There was something called Pepsi Storm, which was sponsored by Times of India. And Pepsi, the drink company.
Yeah.
So they sponsored it and it used to be held at IIT Delhi. So बड़े से amphitheater में. Yeah, it was
Tashan hai.
बिल्कुल टशन है. It's a full on. Yes. So we got to be a part of all of that. And then my band, my school band, they were actually really good. Because we practiced a lot. पूरे साल हम 2 ही गाने करते थे, लेकिन पूरे साल वो 2 गाने गाते थे. So by the end of it, we got so good that there was this one year where we won all the competitions. जितने भी थे दिल्ली में, सारे के सारे. And I think that's where my whole idea of being on stage as a performer more got solidified, I think. So while I was still in school, you know, the whole idea, how a band works, कैसे क्या कौन क्या बजाता है, गिटार कैसे होता है वगैरह वगैरह. So then I got introduced to all these other instruments. फिर मेरे फ्रेंड्स ने मुझे गिटार बजाना सिखाया थोड़ा बहुत, तो मैंने वो बजा लिया. So on. हाँ.
फिर 12th के बाद
12th के बाद I did my sociology honors at Delhi University. I was in this all-girls college called Maitri because family was still, you know, while they encouraged music and all that, they were still like, देखो, we live in India and we have to be realistic. Most probably your music career may not take off. We are middle class families. We don't know how to make connections. We gave you the stage. If you want to do music, we encourage it.
Don't.
You're on your own. लेकिन उसके लिए बैकअप ऑप्शन एक रेडी करके रखो. जस्ट इन केस कुछ नहीं हुआ तो क्या करोगे तुम जिंदगी में. तो मैंने कहा देखो भाई मुझे साइंस वाइंस तो नहीं लेना. बिकॉज आई गेट दैट लाइक आई एम द आर्ट्स पर्सन. आई एम यू नो द लिबरल आर्ट्स वगैरह वगैरह. 12th में एक्चुअली मेरे डैड के साथ मेरा बड़ा झगड़ा हुआ था बिकॉज ही वाज काइंड ऑफ फोर्सिंग मी टू पे.
नहीं होता, इसका नहीं होता, राइट? सबका होता है बिकॉज हम सब ग्रेविटेट करते हैं टुवर्ड्स
PCM दैट.
नहीं पैशन जो है हमारा है. बट रियलिटी इसकी आप मैथ करोगे या साइंस करोगे, डॉक्टर बनोगे या इंजीनियर बनोगे. इनफैक्ट इवन उस समय तो लॉयर भी नहीं था. नो लॉयर
आखिर हुआ है.
देयर वाज नो एनीथिंग एल्स, राइट?
इट्स जस्ट इंजीनियरिंग और डॉक्टर बेसिकली. मेरी फैमिली पूरी साइंस फैमिली है बेसिकली. मेरे कजन भी इंजीनियर है, मेरी बहन भी इंजीनियर है, मेरे डैड भी इंजीनियर है, मेरे चाचा भी इंजीनियर है. तो आई वाज द ओनली वन हु इज लाइक द यू नो ये कहाँ से आ गई आर्ट्स वाली लड़की जो भी है. वैसा था कहते आर्ट्स वाली लड़की आ गई जो भी है, यू नो बोलते थे ना पहले वो. पर जस्ट टू प्लीज माई डैड 12th में मैंने ना पापा को खुश करने के लिए मैथ्स लिया था ह्यूमैनिटीज के साथ. इट डिड नॉट मेक एनी सेंस. हिस्ट्री, ज्योग्राफी, पॉलिटिकल साइंस, म्यूजिक वाज अ कोर्स ऑफर्ड बाय CBSE एंड देन मैथ्स. या
अच्छा,
उसमें तो मेरे 90% आए थे ऑब्वियसली, मतलब जो भी है. तो इट वाज सच अ वियर्ड कॉम्बिनेशन. और सोशियोलॉजी क्यों नहीं है बिकॉज समबडी हैड टोल्ड मी कि नहीं सोशियोलॉजी में बड़ी अच्छी जॉब मिलती है.
अच्छा.
I mean, I don't know. Some professor told my father. तो मैंने कहा चलो सोशियोलॉजी लेता है भैया.
फादर भी मान ले.
हाँ फादर भी माने क्योंकि आपको आर्ट्स ले लिया था ना.
अच्छा, अभी एक तो वक्त उसमें देखो
ये सोशियोलॉजी लो, you get to work in like urban development, planning, these type से. तो आइडिया वही था तो मैंने सोशियोलॉजी लिया. तो while I was studying my undergrad, वहाँ पे I was also running the music society. I was crying while I was still in DU, whatever people used to call it the Benji College. I'm not even kidding.
एक तो गर्ल्स कॉलेज भी है.
हाँ ऊपर से Benji College.
या तो बेंजी कॉलेज या तो टोटा कॉलेज.
वैसे ही था. मुझे बैंड बनाना था लाइक बैंड बजा के यू नो बैंड नॉट बजा के बना के. I wanted to participate in like battle of the bands and do concerts and this and that. But while I was in college, because I was in this other college जिसमें ज़्यादा म्यूजिक कहाँ नहीं, तो मैंने भी गिव अप कर दिया. सच मैंने कहा नहीं होगा, ठीक है जो भी है थोड़ा बहुत हो गया whatever. Then when I started my masters, I applied to a bunch of places. I got to Jamia Millia Islamia, which was a really good you know humanities college. तो वहाँ पे I started my masters in sociology. जैसे ही मैंने शुरू किया I got a call from a guitar player. His name was Sushant. I had बहुत साल पहले we had played one show together. उसने बोला hi AP, we have a show coming up, we need a singer, do you want to come and sing a few songs? I said okay sure, why not. मतलब what am I doing? And it was at this place called the Living Room Cafe in Haus Khas village. If you've been to Delhi, you know Haus Khas village is like really hip. So many cafes, this and that. लेकिन उस टाइम पे Haus Khas village में सिर्फ एक ही रेस्टोरेंट हुआ करता था. It was just coming up.
Okay.
You know, when I got that call, I'm talking like 2009. Haus Khas village was not a thing. It was literally a village. It was a tabela. It was literally a tabela. वहाँ पे वो जो जाट लोग थे उनकी कम्युनिटी थी, वो गाय भैंसे चराते थे क्योंकि बिल्कुल वो लेक के पास था.
तबले से बहुत कनेक्शन है.
मतलब दिल्ली में बहुत तबेले हैं. मतलब दिल्ली में दूध बहुत मिलता है अच्छा. भैंसों का दूध बहुत अच्छा मिलता है.
हाँ sorry, Haus Khas village तबेला. हाँ.
That's why it's called a village. It's not like New York का village. वैसा वाला village.
Greenwich village and all that.
It's not like that. It was literally a village. Like जो इंडिया में बोलते हैं ना village. गाँव ही था वो. तो धीरे धीरे उसमें एक रेस्टोरेंट बना. तो एक रेस्टोरेंट बना which was Living Room Cafe. They had just opened up and they wanted some people to come and play. So this guy asked me and we had one show there. and only like the cool hip people of Delhi, you know, the people into the arts community, designers, painters. It was like that crowd. Exactly. झोला लटका हुआ है
And you know, grass.
सब कुछ चल रहा है वहाँ पे. Exactly. Actually उस रेस्टोरेंट में तब चल भी रहा था because it was like very open and very chill. तो मेरे ऑडियंस में सब बैठ के फूक फाक रहे थे जो भी है, you know, whatever.
तुमने गाया वहाँ पे?
हमने गाया वहाँ पे. It was so good. People loved it. And then it was actually a free show. 0 पैसे मिले थे हमें उसके लिए. But the owner liked the performance so much. कहता ठीक है, you come back in like 3 weeks. This time I will pay you.
Oh.
तो मैंने कहा अच्छा wow. Very
First
good.
time.
First paid show ever. And उसने पूरे बैंड को 5,000 रुपए दिए. तो सबके जेब में 1,000 रुपए आए. हम उसी से खुश थे. Like wow, कितने सारे पैसे. You know, it was good enough for pocket money or whatever. And then the rest is history. Then my band took off, and then we started touring. And
No,
then-
rest is history. मतलब unpack the history.
Oh, unpack the history.
Because
So
people don't know that history.
that's true. That's true. So उसके बाद that first opportunity came from there, and then we were like, "नहीं यार, this band actually works." So then we decided to make it into a regular affair. So we started rehearsing like regularly, and then
This was all the while जब तुम masters के लिए तब.
while I was doing our masters. And masters करते करते then I was doing this, and then then उसके बाद then we got a bunch of more shows in Delhi. ऐसे 2-3 साल ऐसे निकल गए. Masters भी मेरा खत्म हो गया तब तक. And उसके बाद then I actually started and the band was doing really well. We were playing all over Delhi basically. But we didn't travel outside of Delhi yet, but we were just kind of doing a lot of shows within Delhi NCR. Everyone knew कि अच्छा Ippy, like you know, it's wow from Big Bang Blues. अरे Big Bang Blues, such a great blues band वगैरह वगैरह. So we became famous.
Big Bang Blues.
Big Bang Blues. That was the name. We had a bunch of articles also that were coming out in the newspaper. क्योंकि उस time पे there were not a lot of female vocalists in the city because Delhi was very badnaam for being like
Male dominated.
तो उसमें रात में, you know, as a girl, I'm going out singing in clubs at night. And these were all club shows, you know. And सबको लगता था, oh, it's something really bad. But it wasn't. It's just people standing there and singing and performing. It was perfectly safe. And my band, all 4 of the guys who were there, super supportive. वो मुझे घर तक छोड़ देते थे. रात के 12-1 बजे मेरे को घर तक ड्रॉप करते थे. जैसे भी वो बाइक होती थी, गाड़ी होती थी, whatever. My parents really trusted my entire band. And they were like, all of them were like brothers to me, honestly. Very, very nice people. So, वैसे हुआ, band took off, masters finished. Because I was so deeply involved with music now at this point of time, so I realized कि मुझे काम भी कुछ music related ही करना था. So I was gearing up to get a job at UNESCO. So that's how my masters and all work. Because, you know, I was getting into research. My master's dissertation was on this heavy metal culture in Delhi. Heavy metal is this music genre.
Yeah.
It's like super angry, like, whatever, for the audience. Yeah, like all of the Black Sabbath, Evo, you know, they're very angry music, basically. And Delhi was like really, really big on that. There were like, I don't remember my research at this point, but there were like over 55 metal bands in Delhi during that time.
Oh.
I know. Yeah, homegrown. Local bands. Only in the Delhi NC. All engineering college के बच्चे. सारे engineering college से त्रस्त हो गए, परेशान हो गए. So they decided, चलो, let's make angry music, you know? It was
Also cool भी होता है.
cool भी होता था. सब लंबे लंबे बाल होते थे. Black कपड़े पहनेंगे हमेशा. वैसे.
Loose.
Exactly. थोड़ा edgy होता था, you know, like, yeah, we hate the world. The man.
Another break in the wall.
Exactly. So I did my master's research on that one, and I was gearing up to do something related to culture. And so I started working with this non-profit organization called Sufi Kathak Foundation, which was owned by this dancer called Manjari Chaturvedi. And I was working there as a research associate. So my day job was research associate, where I would do like research proposals. She was writing a book on Qawwali music. So I would do all the research for her because that was my job. And then we did a lot of seminars and symposiums. We organized a lot of concerts. And she used to work with a lot of traditional Qawwali musicians जो दरगाह में नहीं गाते. that was her thing. She would hire the Dargah musicians to come to Delhi, do like this big fancy concert at like Bahai Auditorium or Kamani Auditorium and everything.
High and all that.
Ha, big,
High-end.
like big stages, and she would get proper light. It was like a proper concert, and pura bhara hota tha, chakachak. Every single concert used to be filled with like 300, 400 people, and she would get these local musicians, and she would dance to their music, and it was all improvised. It was all.
She was a Kathak.
She was a Kathak dancer.
That's why Qawwali Kathak.
That's why Sufi.
Qawwali was Sufi Kathak.
And then, so I worked with her for like 3 years. फिर 3 साल के बाद मैंने सोचा नहीं यार, I mean, I was looking at this artist, you know, following her passion and doing her thing. And then I also wanted to be that.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, I kind of wanted to do that. So then I decided to leave my research job and then focus full time on music. And then my band got even bigger. We went to Mahindra Blues Festival, which is Asia's largest blues festival. We toured all over India. We played like a lot of music festivals, Rajasthan, Escape, Naukuchia Tal, Kasauli Rhythm and Blues. I can't even remember all of them now. Then we also got a call to perform at a Potai Jazz and Blues Festival in Macau. So we were flown out to Macau,
wow.
Hong Kong, full all expenses paid for like 7 days. We performed there. We stayed at this like super fancy 7-star hotel. That was really nice. That was really nice. And so yeah, we ended up doing amazing things. We released 1 album, 3 singles. I signed some autographs, you know. I didn't even know what was happening, but yeah, just enjoying the moment.
So, US कैसे हुआ आना?
So US हुआ कि जब मैंने वो किया, when I decided to leave my job altogether and get into music, after all of these amazing opportunities, you know, जैसे होता है, you reach a point and then it reaches a plateau. Basically, that's what happened. And then, you know, while the concerts were happening, I started teaching as well. When I started teaching music. Then at some point of time, I started getting more into songwriting. You know, I started writing my own songs. इसके पहले तक everything was like a collaborative process, working with all the people in my band and this and that. So when I started writing my own music, I felt like कि I can sing, I have these ideas, but I don't know how to put it down on paper or how to explain it to someone. You know, I felt like this lack of knowledge. You know, I felt like there was this, I know how to do it, but I don't know how to explain it, you know. So then I was like, nahi yaar, I need to go to music school. I feel so behind at this
So
point.
you were in the theory part of it.
Yeah, I wanted to catch up on my, literally catch up on my theory. So then I started looking up at music schools. There were so many of them, like Berkeley, AVO, and all of that. But, you know, I come from a simple middle-class family. My dad was the only earning member of the family. Air India, you know, so it wasn't like we had a lot of money or anything. So, you know, I started looking up and then I realized it's ridiculously, very expensive. Like, I mean, any average music school in the US, you land up spending like close to $60,000 in 1 year.
1 year. That's just only tuition.
Only tuition.
And then
Living expenses are separate, right? So, and then मैंने सोचा कि नहीं यार ये तो, I mean, $60,000 is a lot of money for 1 year, and I have to catch up on a lot of things. I have to do my undergrad. 4 साल तक मैं $60,000 pay करूँगी. There's no way I can pay it back, and I'm a musician. It's not like I'm gonna land a tech job. मेरे को Facebook में ही job मिलेगी उसके बाद कि मैं पैसे कैसे दूँगी? How will I pay it back? I don't even know if I can survive in the US. मुझे वापस तो नहीं आना पड़ेगा क्योंकि I saw a lot of people from Delhi in my circle, in my music circle, they were doing that. They would go to these big colleges like Berkeley and all, NYU, New School वगैरह करके, they didn't know how to get a job there or get a visa, be able to even stay in America. So they all ended up moving back to India. फिर
with all that,
all of that loan, I know a friend of mine who actually, you know, to go abroad, first of all, they had to put, we all did, you put your house or the apartment or your parents built on a bank loan, mortgage में डालते हैं ना उसको, second mortgage लेते हैं, गिरवी रखते हैं बैंक से लोन लेने के लिए, तो वो जब वापस गए वो pay नहीं कर पाए, so they lost the house.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know so many people who were like that. And that's kind of sad because I couldn't put that pressure on my parents. I was like, no way. So then I did my research. Research karte karte, I found out about UNT, University of North Texas. And it turned out that two of the artists that I really, really still to date enjoy, and that time I was really big on them, is Nora Jones and this band called Snarky Puppy. They were like the best of the best that in jazz. And that's where I wanted to kind of explore. So they went to this place called UNT. मैंने कहा भाई यही जाना है. तो मैंने search किया, मैंने देखा अरे it's a state school.
Yeah.
So the tuition is very less. तो अगर मैं बाकी कॉलेज में 60-70,000 दे रही हूँ per year, यहाँ पे मेरे 4 साल का 35,000 में हो जाएगा. Which is what happened. Which is like less than, I don't know, really less.
Really. Yeah. And by the way, UNT is North Texas. So यहाँ से 30 माइल दूर है
हाँ
और 50 किलोमीटर दूर.
हाँ.
Very nice. One of the best music schools in the US.
Yeah, they are ranked in the top 5.
Top 5.
Along with Berkeley, Juilliard, उसी rank में आता है.
Yeah.
So
Very big campus, like 30,000-40,000 overall people and all that. Right?
yeah,
My daughter Anya,
yeah.
she also did 2 years from there. Na?
Oh,
So I know UNT. It's like my backyard now.
exactly. So then I was like नहीं यही जाएंगे. तो मैंने audition दिया. मैंने अपने pianist को पकड़ा. मैंने कहा चल. मेरे pianist का नाम था Rhythm. अब तो खैर वो इंडिया में है. He's not my pianist anymore. But तो मैंने पूछा.
उसका नाम ही रिदम था.
उसका नाम ही Rhythm था. उसके पहले
Real
उसका
नाम?
real नाम है उसका.
Rhythm.
मैंने बोला Rhythm चल let's go record some videos. कहता कहाँ अप्लाई कर रहे हो? मैंने कहा UNT में अप्लाई कर रही हूँ मैं. कहता है UNT तो बहुत मुश्किल है मिलना. एडमिशन वहाँ नहीं मिलता. आप कैसे करोगे? हो जाएगा वो. मैं कहा हाँ हो जाएगा. ट्राई करके देखते हैं. बिग डील. हो गया नहीं हुआ तो नहीं हुआ. ठीक है. तो आई अप्लाइड. Within a week, I got an email back कि we love your videos, we want to audition you. Obviously in person तो नहीं था because I was in India and they were here in Texas. So we decided एक common time पे meet करेंगे. Skype audition था. My professor वो मुझे यहाँ से music notation मुझे सीखना पड़ा to audition specifically. क्योंकि वहाँ पे आपको notes लिखना होता है on staff and all that ना staff audition. तो मुझे पहले नहीं आता था. तो just to audition किया मेरे को सीखना पड़ा. तो वहाँ पे स्काइप से मेरी प्रोफेसर मुझे एक एक्सर्प्ट भेज रही है छोटा सा कि इसको पढ़ो एंड देन सिंग इट आउट एंड देन मैं उसको पढ़ रही हूँ. मैंने कहा जो रे मी रे जो फा लाइक दैट शी इज सेंडिंग मी ऑन टेक्स्ट लाइक वो चैट में.
ये तो साउंड ऑफ म्यूजिक याद आ गया था.
हाँ एग्जैक्टली. इसमें है ना डो एंड देन शी वाज लाइक ओके नाउ अब आपका ईयर टेस्ट लेंगे. जो मैं ईयर ट्रेनिंग की बात हम कर रहे थे थोड़ी देर पहले उसमें शी वाज लाइक मैं एक कॉर्ड बजाऊंगी तो मैं वो गा के बताना है कि कौन से नोट्स है उसमें. सो उसने कॉर्ड बजाया तो मैंने कहा इसमें है ये डो मी फा एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. यू हैव टू फिगर आउट कौन सा सुर लग रहा है. सा गा मा एग्जैक्टली. तो सरगम बताना है उसका. और वो एक साथ 5-6 नोट्स बजाते थे तो उसमें से आपको चूज करके बताना होता था.
That's tough, man.
That's very tough.
But apparently you can learn, right?
You can learn. It's called ear training.
I thought it's only God given, but ऐसा नहीं है.
सबका ना it's like combination. It's like that this goes with this and this goes with that.
There is science in it also.
It's very scientific.
Scientific.
It's very scientific. But once you can connect the science part of it to what your ear is hearing, it's basically that.
Tell me about the UNT days, Nima. How was
So UNT days
it?
were
So you came here, you got good
Yeah.
scholarship.
good scholarship. I qualified for the in-state tuition, so that helped me save a lot of money. Thankfully, I had some credits from my undergrad and my master's, so then I didn't have. I applied that also. I came here for my second bachelor, so I did a full 4-year course because मेरे पास official degree कोई थी नहीं music की. So then I couldn't just come here for a master's. I had to do everything, but it was very, very, very stressful because my days used to start from like 8 a.m. in the morning से classes शुरू होती थी and I signed up for my morning classes. Then by 4 o'clock classes खत्म होती थी. Then 4 बजे से 6 बजे 4 बजे से 5 बजे तक rehearsals होती थी. Because as a music student, you have to be part of ensembles also. Ensembles are basically like bands.
Yeah.
So you have to do rehearsals almost every day. And then 6 बजे के बाद I would work on campus. I had an on-campus job because otherwise tuition तो loan लेके आ गए. लेकिन living expenses rent होता था, groceries होती थी वगैरह
Did you
वगैरह.
work in the cafeteria?
No, I actually Initially, my first 6 months, I got a job at a UNT bakery.
Bakery.
They had a bakery, so we used to bake
You used to bake?
croissants. Yeah,
Wow, nice.
and they were like these really heavy trays of like croissants and cookies. It was really stressful. कई बार तो मुझे सुबह 5 बजे उठ के जाना पड़ता था बेकरी की शिफ्ट करने.
अच्छा.
So I did that. Lekin after 6 months, from my second semester onwards, I got hired as a computer lab assistant in the College of Music itself. So college of every like department, like every school had a different computer lab. And each computer lab was basically addressing to that department's needs. तो जैसे म्यूजिक में अगर आप कर रहे हो तो उसके लिए ना स्पेसिफिक सॉफ्टवेयर चाहिए होती है टू लाइक रिकॉर्डिंग सॉफ्टवेयर नोटेशन सॉफ्टवेयर ये सब तो वो सारी सॉफ्टवेयर द कंप्यूटर लैब यूज्ड टू प्रोवाइड टू द स्टूडेंट्स टू कम एंड यूज सो दे वुड सिट देयर एंड मेक स्कोर्स एंड आई लैंडेड अप वर्किंग देयर फॉर द नेक्स्ट 3-4 years basically until my graduation.
Okay.
Because it was such a great job, but it was कि like late hours होती थी because the lab would be open till like midnight.
बहुत मेहनत से.
मैंने
4 साल
बहुत
मेहनत की.
और मैंने ऐसा भी टाइम है मैं I mean I think I tell very proudly at this point कि मैं रोज रोती थी कि because you know you come from this place where you are the best of the best. For example, in India in Delhi, I was the best of the best, and you know I was doing like all these newspaper interviews, signing autographs, and I was already on this high. Like, yeah, I'm so amazing. I'm so good. I'm really skilled and qualified. कभी मुझे ये मिल रहा है. यहाँ पे आप UNT में आते हो, and then you realize you're around people who are either as good as you or better than you, because they also have come from,
Yeah.
you know, these kind of, everyone's like the same as you or better than you. And so the pressure to stand out and do even better was even higher. So there was, every single day I used to be like, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough.
Wow.
That was like all the time. And then I would cry literally every day. कहता इतना मुश्किल है मुझसे नहीं हो रहा.
And are you competitive innately? Are you competitive?
Yeah, I am a competitive person.
Competitive.
I like to be
The best.
the best.
Okay.
You know, I'm a Virgo, so it kind of
Well, so that makes it harder also, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So then I was just like, oh my God, this is so hard. It was one of the UNT's jazz program is considered to be one of the hardest programs in the entire country. क्योंकि जो बर्कली वगैरह से भी जो स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं मतलब UNT में, like I have this friend, वो उनकी फट जाते हैं यहाँ पे. They are like कि अरे ये इतना इंटेंस कैसे है प्रोग्राम. मैंने कहा भैया UNT ऐसा ही है. मतलब आपको इतना इन्फॉर्मेशन देंगे.
UNT types.
Yeah, it's like इतना information देंगे that you don't know what you're absorbing and what you're letting go. But after graduating, I'm still learning from the stuff that I had almost learned that I, you know, fully couldn't absorb. You're still working on those things because they give you so much. So it was very intense. But then, you know, it sets you up for success because it's like वो बच्चे को स्विमिंग पूल में नहीं डाल देते कि बस it was basically like that. कितने लोग तो ड्रॉप आउट कर जाते हैं after first year. So like हमारी जो पूरी क्लास की स्ट्रेंथ थी, and I was the oldest in my class because I came at the age of 30 and undergrad. So at the age of 30 I'm starting an undergrad and all my peers are like 17-18, still either as good as me or better than me. So
They must be learning classical, like the Western classical from
childhood. Or like I'm coming from an outsider perspective. मैं jazz school आ रही हूँ और jazz इंडिया में उतना है नहीं. अगर आप मुझे Indian classical के बारे में पूछो, Bollywood के बारे में पूछो, I know it because I've grown up with it. But now I'm here to fill up my gaps so I can connect, you know, make something bigger and I can connect all of that. So jazz is not something which was innately natural to me. My parents didn't grow up listening to jazz.
Of course.
लेकिन यहाँ के बच्चे बचपन से jazz सुन रहे हैं. उनके मतलब खून में ही jazz है.
No, the other thing also is कि on your own you're here,
Yeah.
right? And then there is a tuition.
Full-time job,
there is
tuition है.
tuition है, professor. तो वो भी है ना extra.
हाँ. UNT, it was so intense. I was literally crying every single day. Oh, I'm not good enough.
So UNT के बाद आपने क्या किया?
तो UNT के बाद मैं ना थोड़ा सा confused हो गई. I didn't know what my next plan was. Then I started applying to different jobs, this and that. For 1 year, 6 months, I started work. It was some random stuff I was doing. I had my OPT, so I was still kind of figuring out. I And you know the whole thing. Like if you graduate from the US on a student visa, then you have to find your OPT job within the same field. You can't do it in any other field. So I got,
Particular time also.
yeah, I can't go to a McDonald's and ask for a job or whatever because it's just not allowed. So music में वैसे ही अब limitations होती है कि music से related ही कुछ करना पड़ेगा. तो मैंने बहुत apply किया. I was teaching at this place while I was doing my studies as well at UNT. But then I got another teaching job with this company called DIMA, DFW Institute of Music Advancement. They were like, नहीं तुम हमारे साथ full time आ जाओ, we'll sponsor your visa. Right now I'm employed there. Then I started performing across Dallas, DFW. Now I have a really good network of like independent families. So I'm finishing my contract with her in July, end of July, and then I'm planning on going independent, just private teaching.
Oh.
And I have enough clientele now through my contacts that I can actually do it. My plan is to like register my company and just do it privately.
So entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneurship.
Nice, nice.
So that is the plan after July, to just set up my company, Ippy Roy LLC, music instruction.
Sounds so good.
Right? I know. It sounds so good. Nobody in my family history has set up a business. So I would be the first girl entrepreneur in my family, which is a really big deal. I'm very happy with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Many, many firsts, I would say.
Many first.
In your family and also just generally speaking as
Yeah.
you also do RJ.
I also do RJ. Well, while I'm teaching all of this stuff, I mean, I just saw this thing on Fun Asia. Fun Asia is one of the largest radio networks in DFW area, and I think outside also. So, I was following the Instagram page. So one of my friends last year had suggested, Ippy, I met this person and he was like, Ippy, you are into music, you should be an RJ at Fun Asia, you should work at Fun Asia. I never thought about it.
You're into music and you like talking.
You like talking, so you should apply. No, मैंने उसके पहले सोचा नहीं था कभी RJ बनूंगी नहीं. Can I really talk that much? I mean, of course I can. But I never thought about it before.
Let's see.
I've gone non-stop for like 20 minutes at least at this point.
नहीं बहुत हो गया.
बहुत हो गया. चल, कोई बात नहीं, आप सवाल
मजा आ रहा है.
तो ऐसे ही होता है गपशप टाइप्स. तो उन्होंने मुझे बोला कि नहीं तुम अप्लाई करो. मैंने कहा पता नहीं RJ शुड आई नॉट, चलो ट्राई कर लेते, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. तो मैंने अपना रेज्यूमे भेजा. तो जैसे रेज्यूमे मैंने भेजा, उनका कॉल आया कि वी आर लुकिंग टू हायर न्यू RJs. मैंने कहा चलो हम ही ट्राई कर लेते, देखते हैं व्हाटएवर इट इज. So they were like, yeah, we love your resume, and then whatever. My boss who was there, his name is Farhad. Farhad met me. He's like, yeah, you're hired. It's okay. We can tell. You know the way I'm talking like this. He could tell. I mean, I guess people can tell. I can talk a lot. So, or I have my musical knowledge and वगैरह. He's like, yeah, we'll hire you. We'll pay you this much money, and you can start from whatever day you're comfortable with. मैंने कहा चलो. मैंने कहा ठीक है, let's become an RJ now.
मैंने भी RJ किया हुआ है. एक महीने के लिए in
Very nice.
Yeah, similar, Indian kind of thing, and I know how tough it is, because you can wing it probably, but I had a 1 hour set, 1 hour thing every week once with another co-host, and I had to prepare so much.
Really?
Yeah, I had to like.
I don't prepare anything. I just go.
No, so some people have that quality and some people don't, right? I had to prepare. I did it for like a month, like 4 episodes, and I was like, okay, this is in too much time. I can't do it.
So did you write your entire script?
No, not entire script, but at least of the songs that I'm gonna play and what I'm gonna say before the song, little bit and all that. So maybe it becomes better with practice. But it was like too much choice that I said, okay.
I totally get it. Monday to Thursday, every single day from Monday to Thursday, like 4 days a week, 7 to 10 p.m. So 3 hours, I work for like 12 hours basically in a week over there. It's a lot. And initially when I went, मैंने भी अपने notes बनाए थे कि अच्छा मैं ये करूँगी, मैं वो करूँगी. मेरी जो team lead है, उसने मुझे she gave me a brief कि अच्छा Monday को ये बातें करना है, Tuesday को ऐसे बोलना है, Wednesday का theme ये करो, Thursday का theme ये करो. Keep it fun, keep it light, because you are a young person. मैंने कहा यार Gen Z का तो पता नहीं, but I'm a millennial and I still consider myself to be young, I'm a millennial. I connect with my 15-year-old student.
फिर ही आ रहा है कब पैदा हुए आप, right? Like,
Exactly. दिल तो बच्चा है जी. है ना? That's the vibe.
so you're teaching, you're doing arching, you have a plan to start your own
Company. Yeah, Epiro LLC, and I'm recording my album simultaneously while I'm doing this, so it will come out soon. Like
and I heard of you.
some sort.
They are
Yeah.
amazing, and I will of course share the link and everything else. There are two songs really that I like. One is your rendition of Muskan Jhuti Hai. And the one, the 1920s wala jo aapne kal.
Who's that knocking on my door?
Oh, that's such a
Great
yes, right. 100 years back. Can you imagine? And the rhythm and the tempo and everything else amazing.
Actually, उसकी बड़ी अच्छी story भी है. तो before I became a jazz vocalist and before I even came to UNT, this is when I was still doing my masters in sociology in India. So there was this sociologist in America. Her name is Nina Pally. Okay, she did her PhD thesis on the Ramayana. That was her thing. Because sociology is related to religion and culture and all that, huh? So she did her thesis on the Ramayana, but she's a sociologist, but she did it from the perspective of the heroine instead of Ram's perspective. क्योंकि हम लोग रामायण क्या पढ़ते हैं कि अच्छा सीता का वो हो गया हरण हो गया फिर Ram went and saved and everybody worships Ram as the savior god. We celebrate Diwali because of that. And then रावण का death हो गया, good over evil. लेकिन इसमें सब में कोई ये नहीं पूछता कि भाई सीता went through so much in her own life.
उसका point of view क्या है?
उसका point of view क्या है? कोई ये नहीं पूछा क्योंकि सीता ने क्या किया? She, from the beginning to the end, all she did was sacrifices, and by the end of it, she basically gave up her own life only out of the sacrifice. उसका first sacrifice शुरू हुआ after she got married. उसका वनवास कर दिया. तो उसने अपना सारा luxury भी छोड़ के she said, okay, I'm a good wife. I'll follow my husband wherever he goes. She followed Ram. फिर उसका second हुआ क्या? She was waiting for husband. अपहरण हो गया. ठीक है, रावण उसका हरण करके ले गया. He wanted to marry her वगैरह वगैरह. She's obviously sitting there for months and months to get sued. Years, right? Yes, thank you. लेकिन जब वो वापस आई, उनको the whole everyone, the whole kingdom started questioning her. She did the Agni Pariksha, prove herself. उसके बाद भी people were not satisfied. तो उनको फिर बाहर, you know, क्या बोलते हैं, exile कर दिया फिर से. ठीक है, and then she had her kids. Then उसके बाद, you know, then finally kids हो गए, whatever. Then the kids had to prove कि भाई we are actually your sons. Even then it was not that. Then they had to do the whole proving thing, whatever जो भी है. Then finally Ram was like, नहीं नहीं, you are my real kids, whatever जो भी है. Then he comes and rescues Sita. So I started my masters in 2009. So this is it took an American woman. So this woman is American to see this perspective. To bring it over here.
Yeah, bring it.
So, and then, so basically, she basically brought out Sita's story. And then, you know, like, she was the one who suffered so much. Instead of writing her dissertation, she decided to make it into a movie. Okay. Like an animated movie. Like a cartoon, you know, like that. And it's called Sita Sings the Blues. And it's there. It's for free on YouTube for you to stream. And it's basically Ramayan's story. But from Sita's perspective. And the fun part is, because it's an Indian story, she kind of made like a Bollywood movie. बीच बीच में गाने डाले हैं. लेकिन गाने पता किसकी आवाज में? There is this 1920s की jazz singer called Annette Hanshaw. तो सारे गाने जो बीच में आ रहे हैं, they are all related to the situation. Like when she jumps into the Dharti mouth.
It's actually from 1920s.
Their original.
But they have kind of matched it with the situation.
With the situation.
Oh, nice.
And then they are all in Annette Hanshaw's voice. So that song that I did is actually an Annette Hanshaw recording. Like, sorry,
That's something like, why is this happening? Yeah, who's knocking on my door?
on my door.
And I
The butcher, I pay the...
I paid the rent, I paid the electricity bill and this and that. But boys, what's happening?
Yeah, exactly. But I wonder who's that knocking on my door. Is it someone that I'm waiting for? Wow. And in the movie, that situation happens when Ram is coming to rescue her. But she's like, oh, Ram is coming to rescue you. Who's that knocking on my door? So, I mean, to me, that left a really lasting impact when I was studying as a student. And then I think my journey with jazz also basically started with there. So that was like, I love this music. I love this. It's so cool. It's so fun. It's so cute. But you should check out the movie. You should check out the movie. It's free on YouTube.
So it was wonderful talking to you. Should I call you AP or Ipshita?
Hippie is there.
Hippie.
Hippie the hippie.
AP the hippie. So this is AP the hippie, and we wish you all the best. बहुत सारी बातें की आपके we lived through the entire journey, right? When this part,
Life story.
and all the best to you.
Thank you so much.
You hope.
I hope you got enough things for your colonies, related stories.
No, I hope that you go on to do greater things and everything else, and we can also collaborate on some musical things. And
Yes,
so we'll see.
absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
पुरानी डायरी से निकला है ये फूल जो कभी रखा था संभाल के बचपन की गुल्लक आज जो तोड़ी भरे हुए थे यादों के सिक्के भरे